today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the National Football League. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Summer drawing to a close here in the Southeast. The roof is closed at the wondrous Mercedes-Benz Stadium due to the hot temps still outside here in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. From the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And his first pass is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It leads to
after the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Ryan dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Gurley again here on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down at the
tackle made by Rasheem Green.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second. And finally, what registers.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The Seahawks ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down. A slant to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. They want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st down, Seattle.
So we come upon half. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now.
Way Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 31-yard line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Coverage by Keanu.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot. I'm glad to have you along for the... It's a foul. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
From the 44, Ryan to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. There on the tackle. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Another carry now for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Wilson out to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Buying time to his left. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's for the he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well. And
the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
On the coverage.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. First down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
K.J. Wright. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.